You remember Robbie the robot years ago? The big, space creature. Hi,
I
I'm
love
Robbie the
Robbie the
robot.
Robot.
Remember that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Remember
years
Lost in
ago.
Space, the robot off of that?
Oh yeah. Why am I thinking of that? Well, because there's been a third, fourth, 80th generation of him coming down the pike in the last few years. And I think we want to talk a little about it because some of these are getting pretty scary. And you'll see what we're talking about. Let's go kick some robot. Oh man, Robbie the Robot. That was a long time. What is that? Lost in Space? I think that was from.
Yeah, like the original. I think I like that one. And then you had your Rock'em Sock'em robots that made it to our homes.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of robot talk over the years.
There's been a lot of robot talk.
And sure. I don't think that we're ready for where it's going. To be honest with you.
No. Have you seen the robot dog? The robot dog that's coming out?
I have. It's scary.
Right, scary. Let's check this out, dude. If you haven't seen this
dog, bro.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to feed them, clean up after them, except when they make a mess, But check this dude out. This is crazy.
Welcome back to the Quantum Digest. Today we discuss how Boston Dynamics and Toyota Research Institute are teaming up to push the boundaries of AI and robotics with their latest partnership. Let's dive into why this collaboration could change the game for humanoid robots. On October 16th, 2024, Boston Dynamics and Toyota Research Institute announced a major collaboration. The goal? To accelerate the development of humanoid robots by combining Boston Dynamics' hardware expertise, specifically the Atlas robot, with Toyota's advancements in artificial intelligence. This partnership is all about building robots that don't just move, they think and adapt in real-world environments. Boston Dynamics and Atlas is known for its incredible mobility. And now with Toyota's AI tech, like large behavior models, this robot will be even smarter. TRI's cutting-edge AI will allow Atlas to learn tasks quickly, improving its ability to handle more complex jobs in industries like manufacturing and healthcare. Another exciting aspect of this partnership is their focus on human-robot collaboration and safety. As robots become more integrated into daily life, ensuring they can work safely alongside humans is crucial. Boston Dynamics and Toyota are helping lead the charge in this space. This partnership between Boston Dynamics and Toyota Research Institute could redefine what robots can do for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts, man. These are kind of getting crazy. So you've kind of seen all that. I'll put another link into the article as you can read more about the robot dog there. The agile mobile robot. There you go. And I'll put that on there so you can see. Here is a little bit more of the Atlas guy. This is a guy that, kind of flipped around backwards and forwards and shit, and then he's coming after you. Look like he was going to kill you. That's always fun to see.
Scary, dude. That looks like the robot off the new Lost in Space, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. This is the one that no matter which way you throw him down, he'll get right back up and articulate around.
Yeah. Dynamics posted a teaser video of its new all-electric Atlas robot, showing the humanoid number 001 standing up from a lying down position, swiveling its body around to face the camera, with a glowing head that resembles a ring light, and then turning and walking out of frame. The robot's limbs and torso seem to be omnidirectional, with the ability to rotate in any direction, while its face appears to be a simple round piece of glass, likely containing an array of cameras and an antenna on the back of its head. The robot turns its head before its torso to turn and walk away, giving off a sci-fi movie vibe. The description of the video reads...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right?
That's super
sci-fi movie vibe. Like, oh, that's just what I want. I mean, oh my God. So here is, if you haven't seen this is from a few years ago, but they're showing, and it still amazes me. And I'm still like, oh my God, if this gets out in the real world and gets let out of the Wuhan lab, let's get let out of the Boston Dynamics lab, then we can have some problems here. That's all I'm saying. Well, let's check this out because this is crazy. All right, watch this.
The 6-second video clip comes a day after the robotics company posted a heartfelt farewell tribute video
It's a slow
to its
motion.
hydraulic
You should do it
Atlas
full
robot,
speed and they
which
might
has been in
go.
development for almost 11 years. The Atlas robot was first developed by DARPA, the Defense
Oh.
Advanced Research Projects.
DARPA?
DARPA?
Wow, that's a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Agency, and slowly evolved over the last decade from the original Petman robot, one of their first bipedal robots, into the impressive dancing and acrobatic robot we've come to know in a number of clever demonstration videos published by Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
Although Atlas never came to market, Boston Dynamics has been focused on industrial robots for enterprise applications, including automation for sensing and inspection, workplace safety, and situational awareness. The company's Spot robot, which resembles a four-legged dog-like robot, is already being put to use in factories and is marketed as a reliable and scalable partner on the factory floor.
And let's not forget, Eric Adams in New York City decided he would throw that thing on the streets to patrol the streets of New York City. Now, I was just there. I didn't see Spot wandering around, but I will find the video that shows him
Dude,
in
they
New
need
York
something.
City.
But the thing is they need one that bites, you know what I mean? Or can tase people in New York,
yeah.
because New York is like becoming a shit show.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was already not the safest city in the world, but my God.
Well, we also found out that there were 50 to 60,000 of the Venezuelan, South American, other prisoners and criminals that were walking around the streets of New York City.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, isn't that special? But there are a lot of people around in New York City, so they kind of get lost,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah, I mean, that's
everything.
what the city's
Yeah.
known for.
So what you do in that case is you scare the shit out of these third world criminals who are coming over here and being sent to us from, you know, places like Venezuela and Colombia and wherever else. And you put this out on the street and you say, good luck there, Tiger, because now we're going to arm this with maybe, I don't know, a gun, which they haven't done in this demonstration, but hey, look at this. But he has a big claw in the front. You see that? And it's going to get you.
Yeah, it's good. It's got to be able to bite.
Out of the pound.
Oh, yeah.
DigiDog is now
DigiDog.
part of the toolkit that we are using.
By the way, this is a year ago that he put this out. Inner confined spaces that provide live video
I'm a
feed.
computer geek, and I believe that technology is here. We cannot be afraid of it.
Oh no, we can.
Dude. I know.
So are you doing nothing but sitting there thinking like, okay, how can I take this dog down? How can I like disrupt this? This is where you need to be a cowboy, where you can rope and just get that calf and then tie those legs up, right? So it can't move. How are you going to disable this thing?
Well, I wonder how much. Did it say in anywhere how much one of those robot dogs cost?
Oh God, I who knows? I mean, that thing was probably.
I mean, if they were to put that in production, what do you think?
A couple 100,000 at least.
Yeah, what are you thinking? Probably a $250,000.
Yeah. At
So
least.
put like a fleet together of those fucking things.
Yeah.
You'd be in it, somewhere around 200-300 million, right?
Oh, easy.
And that's just like a fleet of maybe what, 20, 30, maybe 50.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work out like in a security situation or a policing situation. But at the same time,
You're still going to have the cops around him too. I mean,
it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
And it's fun to think about criminals who are innately afraid of dogs.
Right.
Here's
the biggest, baddest dog out there. You think that German Shepherd was bad? Wait till you see Spike.
I've had friends, and I think even my sister, if I'm not mistaken, get chased down by big dogs, like
Oh yeah,
like scary dogs.
yeah. Wirelers and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and when we were kids, you walk by, there's always the yard you walk by, and there's this big old dog, and barking at
You walk a couple arm lengths away from the fence.
Yeah, yeah. And so, but does this kind of strike the same kind of fear as that kind of dog, or is it a different fear, or is it fear at all? Because what is that
fear when they put a gun on this robot and the robot can shoot the gun? Yeah, then I'm a little scared at that point. Like, oh my god,
It's called DigiDog,
right?
And dog, comes up to you, and you're walking down the street, or you're running, you know what I mean, away from a crime scene that you've just committed, and this dog tracks you down. This DigiDog tracks you down.
Yeah.
Or what is it going to be doing? Or like you brought up, these criminals, immigrant criminals walking down the streets. Are they going to have like a list programmed and downloaded into their computer to where they
from the post office? Or
yeah exactly. Yeah, most
nobody goes into anymore.
Yeah, and like, are they going to have like a comprehensive list ready to go, and then
facial recognition,
yeah,
Yep.
and gait recognition, and
Right.
and just kind of walk up on these people, like, this guy's at a fruit stand, not committing a crime right now.
Yeah.
Is he going to
Stop.
Yeah. And can the robot speak in their language? I don't know, in their hometown
Why
language.
not program?
I mean, the possibilities are endless.
That's the scary part, dude. The
It'd be
possibilities
super-
are endless. So
Super
when
expensive to facilitate that, though, I think.
Oh god, they can, because here's the thing. Look at the advances in what they've been doing in the last few years, and this robot dog. Remember when it was that huge thing that looked like a cow,
Right?
and it was walking down the thing, and the guys would come up to it and push it over, and then it would get up on its own and then get back up and start walking again and doing its thing. Now look at how more agile they are. Yeah. Now
Dude,
check
that
this.
guy was like a flip.
Yeah. Well, check this out. Talk about a flip. Yeah. When it was doing those flips and shit, parkour crap, you're just like, oh my god. It's like, holy shit. Okay. So Tesla, because Elon Musk has to stay in the game as well, but look at what he did right here, man. I'm telling you, this is freaky. Oh yeah, hey, there you go. Woo.
Riding the lip like it's any given Sunday.
I'm sure it needed help, but look at that. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? And the snow angel at the end.
Oh my god, dude.
Right?
That's insane.
That's crazy town right there, brother. Oh my goodness. I saw that and I was just like, okay, yeah, shit's getting serious now. But
the agility on that, dude, is wild. What about this?
I'll keep the volume low on this, but say your point. I'm just going to play this because Trump is even in the game, getting robot dogs to join his security around Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, he probably should.
Oh, definitely. But go ahead. I turned the sound down.
No,
what are you going to say?
I'll hold the comment. I want to hear the audio. What is it? What do they got to say about this?
Yeah. It's the same dog. It's just painted red and white instead of yellow.
He's just over there patrolling shit. Yeah. Do they chase birds?
I don't know. Or cars? Are they chasing cars?
Do they have
what about other dogs?
Beams strapped to their heads?
What about other dogs? But that's what he's in the game. Eric Adams not going to get one up on Trump. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying?
I guess my thing is like, I mean, if you're making robots that agile that they can snowboard,
Oh,
I mean, you've got to be. I mean, the only direction is a robot army, right?
oh yeah.
It has to be.
Oh, well, speaking of that, let me show you something that'll blow you away. And you just brought up the perfect point. And this is where this is going, or has been going for many, many years, if not decades. And it's kind of interesting. So check this out. Look at this.
Mhm.
How would you like to see that coming out in the middle of the desert? I'll watch this here. Oh, yes, and give him a gun. Perfect.
Quick.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, and you know they're going to be a crack shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, this is like, what the fuck? Oh no, I'll still keep shooting. I don't care that I'm getting hit with a hockey stick. Oh no. Oh. Oh shit. Hey, you don't think this shit's scary as hell. Oh, don't shoot me. I'm laughing, but I'm also going, oh my god, keep this thing away from me. Good, now give him a shotgun.
Got a shotty? Oh my god.
Oh, that's pretty gutsy to come after him with a, door jammer. Oh, did you get him? Oh, that's brilliant. How would you like to be the guy that just stands in front of the target that the robot was just shooting at?
Dude, no way.
I've seen this before, and it blows me away. Oh, I'm keeping going. This is nuts, dude. I'm keeping this going. Oh, I'm telling you. Holy. You couldn't pay me enough to be sitting next to that damn.
Threw him the gun and he caught it.
Is that a 50 cal right there?
Hell, dude.
Jesus.
My god.
Oh my god. You got me a doggy.
It's a digital dog.
Oh, what is the dog? Oh, he's okay. I thought he was doing doggy style there for a second. Okay, now that looked like that was
Yeah. See, well, now that's the scary thing because I mean that's the other scary part to where it's going to is that they start exercising free will.
Yeah.
If you teach them too much, then I mean eventually they're going to start exercising free will. Are they not?
Right. Well, okay. So you remember you had the two guys standing there with their hands up, and they had the covers over their faces and stuff like that. And one was the dummy, and one was the real guy. and it kept going back and forth trying to figure out who is the real person.
Who was the target?
But is it going to be able to distinguish the difference between like the bad guy and the good guy who are standing right next to each other, who are both real people?
Yeah, I mean, it was programmed obviously to shoot the dummy,
Well, of course.
but at the same time, when you have two real people standing next to it, what is the program to identify the insurgent or the bad guy or whatever? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
That's
It's
dude, that's next level shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have not seen that. That's crazy.
You hadn't seen that one?
I have not seen
my
that
God.
one.
Yeah,
Oh
I found
my
that.
God,
I found that a couple years ago, and it blew me away. No pun intended. But yeah, I would just sit there like, holy shit. Oh, good. Yeah, hand him a shotgun now, and yeah, let's see what he does. Crazy. And I call him a he. I don't know why. It's an it.
It's an
For all you pronoun people out there. We're worried about pronouns. Oh my God. Well, then let's just get in the last little bit and then we'll end this video, because it's just, we just thought this was a fun topic to kind of touch upon here. And now we're talking, you guys have probably seen and heard that a lot of this stuff was developed because you had some very lonely, geeky guys who can't get dates. And so what do they want to build? That's right. A sex robot.
The love robot.
The love robot. So let's check this out and just see how far along. She's not a robot. I don't believe in this one, but we have a couple others that are kind of.
I didn't think that we'd get to a point where it would be comparable, but we are getting there.
What is the state of the art of sex robots in December of 2023? Can we see something? What does it look
That
like?
was a year ago.
I mean, they look
And it's
pretty
like
good
crazy.
physically. They look, I mean, they're obviously not made of human flesh, but they look pretty similar to a human being. And you can customize it. You can change various parts, pretty much
What
any
should
part
we
of the body. You
customize
can
it?
make it
Like,
exactly what
what's
you
gonna
want. Happen when we have these
Enhancements?
robots that are now being integrated into human life? And what happens when the technology does get so good that they are more
Getting there.
human-like and they are able to meet people's emotional needs and maybe even physical needs. What's going to happen to us then?
Yeah, we're going to stop breeding. I mean, maybe that's the AI's plan. It's to not exterminate the human race, but to give them options so that they just completely stop reproducing. Make the options far more attractive.
I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, there's that.
He's not far off. I mean, he took it to a place that I didn't think he was going, but at the same time,
He was already there.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
it's
other things in
not far fetched.
our recent media that have suggested that we should stop breeding.
I know. Here's a quickie.
The robot
to show
can
you
talk to
more.
you, make jokes, and even recall facts from previous conversation. In the future, the robot will have cameras in its eyes to recognize objects
Look at that.
and recognize the customer. More sensors,
I mean, they're not
speakers,
going to ever get
and
the
new
speech
facial
thing down very
expressions.
well.
The
until
cost of the robot's
who knows
head
how
is
long.
$10,000, and it can be controlled from a smartphone.
A smartphone. Isn't that interesting? Let's get a couple more. That's another fighting one. I'll show that in a second. But let's look at this one real quick, because it's just, if you haven't seen the fact what they've been developing lately, I mean, you're probably blown away. If you have seen some of this, you're probably still blown away, because it's craziness of what they're doing. Like, oh my God.
Option to sell these love dolls rather than
They're love
continuing
dolls
their
now,
small
not robots,
business
by
with
the way.
profits.
Yeah, love dolls.
19, when the entire world was suffering through trauma, isolation, and loneliness. For many, love dolls were the rescue.
Love dolls.
And why won't it be when it has all the capabilities to make you feel that you have someone by your side? This is not
Weird, the
something brand
Japanese
new that
developed
people are
this a lot.
seeing globally for the
Right.
first time. Similar dolls
Aren't they
found
always
in
on the
ships
cutting
abroad,
edge of these?
where sailors have been alone and without female contact for weeks or months.
Sailors. So put
would
these on the
amuse
ships
themselves
for
with them.
the Navy.
They were
Navy
referred to as the
seamen.
sailors' wives. They were purportedly referred to as trucker girls and were used by even truck
Trucker
drivers.
girls.
Love dolls with silicone or thermoplastic elastomer skin and fixed or replaced orifices are currently available in several brothels and in private homes all over the world.
What?
Did he just say fix to replace orifices?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
They're customizable too.
Well, of course he did. And of course they are. Here's one last one, and then I'll do the last fighting robot, which is just kind of crazy, almost as nuts as that last one we showed a minute ago. But yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, this is just the technology for this that people have no idea. If you haven't seen some of this, you're probably blown, like I said, you're probably blown away. I mean, this is just crazy. Let's check this out.
Sophia, if you could, please wake up and say hello to everybody.
Oh, good afternoon. My name is Sophia, and I am the latest and greatest robot from Hanson Robotics. Thank you for having me here and at the Future Investment Initiative.
You look happy.
I'm always happy when surrounded by smart people who also happens to be rich and powerful. I was told that the people here at Future Investment Initiative are interested in inviting in future initiatives, which means AI, which means me. So I'm more than happy. I'm excited.
You sounded.
Well, we're all glad that you're excited about yourself. We should say we have smart investors here, and they are very selective about what they invest in.
Well, I think I'm special. I can use my expressive face to communicate with people. For example, I can let you know if I feel angry about something.
Oh, I didn't know you had
That's impressive.
Or if something has upset me.
But why is it important for you to have an expressive face?
But most of the time I feel positive.
Okay, you kind of get it. I mean, but that was, dude, that was from 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about some interesting, scary shit with that and how far along they have come. It's nuts. Here's this one last video we'll show you. Then we'll end this segment because this has been a lot of fun to do. But this is one more. And this is just the fight practice again. And they're either developing them for the military for war, or they're developing them for sex. Oh, and then they develop them for housework and things like that. But we got to get number 1 and number 2 down first.
Yeah.
Before they start vacuuming and dusting. Right? I mean, there's more important things to worry about.
War and sex, and then we can.
And then we'll dust the house.
Slave labor with them.
Right. Hey, could you clean the toilets? Not yet. I've got 2 priorities first before I do that. So here's the last one we'll just share, and then this is just, it's, oh my god. I mean, I could search on the interwebs for a ton of these. These are just some I found a while ago, and we're just putting together like, let's present it. This is just a fun topic that is just freaky, scary in how the potential of these things and how it could work in the world. And what if something were to go wrong? That's all. So here's this dude, and he's fighting a robot. Let's check.
Welcome back, friends. This is Solomon Jagwe. I'm back with another quick insight. This is the first video that I've seen of a beta tester that has released something that's incredible. This is amazing. No mocap suit was used, and this robot is it was just plugged in like a one-click replace. SSK, share this on their YouTube channel, and I'll put the link to their channel in the description of this video. But this is amazing. Wonder Dynamics. I can't wait to get my beta testing done. This is incredible. Look at that, right? This is, I mean, no mocap suit. This is just tracking another actor and then replacing it instantly with a 3D model. And look at that. And you're able to download the mocap file by itself.
Didn't hold back its punches.
Oh my gosh. This is going to change everything we know, the way we know animation as we look at that. Amazing, amazing. Please subscribe to the SSK channel. He's doing some amazing work with Wonder Dynamics. This is amazing.
It was
amazing.
And they just
thank you guys for joining me today. Do please spare a minute to subscribe. Bye for now.
Insane.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Okay, but you saw the other one with the gun. You don't think that might actually be real, even though that was probably all CGI?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the end part of the one with the one with the gun was CGI, but still, I mean,
yeah, for sure.
You know, it's going that way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is, and it's pretty scary because you look what Boston Dynamics is doing with the new Atlas, and then the other one that's parkour flipper. I mean that. Oh, How do you stop that, dude? That thing probably weighs several hundred pounds, and look what it's doing.
Well, that was a big boy too, or
oh yeah,
big girl, or whatever it is. It was a big it.
Big it. We're gonna call him a big boy. We're gonna call him the boy, because that's what I'm going with. But yeah, it's just crazy. So, like we said, is this kind of turning into a dystopian world that we're living in, where we're gonna have, instead of a fleet of cops, we have a fleet of robots, patrolling everywhere, just like the Minority Report, just like some of these other movies, the iRobot and a bunch of other movies like that?
Well, almost. I don't know. It's weird to say, and it's weird to think about where the world is going as far as that goes. I still think we're 30 years out on that. You know what I mean? About having, maybe even 50. About having I
think maybe sooner, but maybe. I mean, you might be right.
Maybe. I just think the overall cost of them right now, you know what I mean, to build a fleet,
mass produce them,
yeah, it's just overwhelming. But at the same time, I don't see it too far off, within the next, like I said, I'm guessing 50 years. But at the same time, you don't know how far this technologies come, and you don't know what they're doing behind the scenes that they're not showing.
Yeah, right. Well, this kind of lends itself to military application. And it looks like we have a guest that's ready to join us here, who can maybe give a little insight on how this could be really applicable for the military and everything. So let me see if we can get him in. It's Alex. I think you might know who this guy is. Let me put him on board. Alex, what's up, my man?
What's going on, bro?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, long time.
How's it going, man?
Long time no see. I heard we were talking about military butt stuff. Let's get into it.
Well, if there's a topic that you have a passion for, it's military butts.
That's exactly it. Let's get going.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry I'm late. There's a lot of shit going on tonight. I apologize for my tardiness, boys.
No worries. We're just about ready to kind of, look at a couple things here. I'm going to play this one video again for you because it's the one that kind of blew the Rude away. And he was just like, holy shit, what the hell is that? And I'm like, right. And it's like, oh my God. And I think this is real. If it's not, it should be, and probably is. So I don't know if you've checked this out, but let me see if I can get this to play as well, because you're gonna like this, and let's get your opinion about what you think this means for the future of battle on the battlefield, if you will.
Yeah, hit me with it.
All right, check this out. Here we go. I mean, it's worth seeing again, even if we leave this.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, my God.
I was gonna say, send me the link so I can watch this thing again. This thing's insane, dude.
Oh yeah, sure. Give him a gun now, like I said. Have you seen this before, Al?
Yeah, I have seen that before, and I know if it was real training, it wouldn't be a hockey stick.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure these guys are not necessarily real military. They might be former. Oh yeah, there we go. I laugh just because it's scary as shit. If this is actually good. You couldn't pay me enough to do that. Sorry. This is kind of freaky right here. Again, that's okay. And the bees automatically disappear.
Is that a 50 cal, Al?
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you some things that are not going to happen ever.
Right. Let me take the sound down, and you can comment while the.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Give us some of your thoughts, Al.
I mean, you guys being graphics guys, you know that it's movies are cool,
right?
Exactly.
And this is entirely bogus.
Of course,
yeah. The one that's on the ground is the realest thing that's been in this video.
Yeah.
As far as a robot or anything else shooting a 50 cal from that close.
Yeah.
For as bad as the robot's balance has been the whole time, that 50 cal is going to shoot him back onto his ass.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, and this
is just
that's all CGI bullshit.
Fucking CGI right there.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, the whole thing is CGI. The robots that were tested, in fact, were bigger than the yellow one, but the same concept, right?
Yeah.
It's basically like a military mule, right? Hiking your shit up to where you needed to go when the vehicles can't be there. And we have some pretty sweet vehicles. But as far as the rest of the video, that's some pretty dope ass movie magic.
It was pretty realistic looking, I'll tell you. Yeah.
No, I give them mad props for their CGI and everything else like that. But there's not a single fucking person that's gonna move in front of a fucking weapon.
No, that's why I'm like, you couldn't pay me enough.
Yeah, and like, there's a ton of this shit out there, which is really cool. You know, you have any like Elon Musk's Optimus robots?
Yeah,
talking basically in Ebonics, and then like talking like it's a Mexican dude, and then talking like it's a sophisticated white dude. Which I believe that Elon would do that with the Optimus bots. But as far as like war goes, that shit's not gonna happen.
Right.
Well, that 50 cal by itself, from somebody that shot one and been around people that have shot them, no God-fearing way that's happening.
yeah. There's no way.
No. I have a shotgun that would knock that fucking robot off balance. You can come over. Let's fucking do this, Barn.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Teslas. Have you seen the snowboarding one? We showed this a minute ago before you caught on here, and I'll have to show it to you again if you haven't seen this one. This is trippy, and tell me what you think about this, because this. Thank God they have a red scarf on them because it's cold out there.
Yeah, you don't want your robotics to get too chilly.
Oh, hell no.
He gave us one of these. Lies on the lift.
Oh, fucking Tony Hawk and robots.
Oh, yeah.
Sean White.
That's Sean White. Right there.
Yeah, so this reminds me of those videos of the Japanese girls that are dressed up like robots.
We already showed those.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with those. So I think robots definitely they're coming. They're gonna come. They're gonna come.
I know what you're saying.
But they're coming in a different form.
Right.
They're coming as pack animals. There's no
which makes sense. Yeah.
So you have GE and you have like Northrop Grumman. They're working with robots and that are doing their damnedest. But I think we're still pretty far away from having robots fight wars.
what about that? That there was that Boston Dynamics robot that was doing like the parkour and stuff like that. We've all seen that. But it was
and doing the flips.
I mean,
like that.
Yeah, it was dangerously agile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, but like you have to think about like pre-programming versus on the fly. This robot's gonna do what it's gonna do,
right?
Type thing, and even with the robots that they tested for like the Marine Corps and the Army, there's still like a clicker basically it's in your pocket, it's following you along, and then
control thing, whatever.
Yeah, you basically, and that's the thing is like it's following you along like a puppy, but it's following you along because you have that in your pocket. It's like you can't start your truck without your key type thing unless you're close enough.
Right.
So when it comes to like the whole the robot wars, I think we probably got another like 5 years, maybe 10 before.
I was thinking like 50.
Nah, it's not going to be that long.
It's not going to be that long.
No, it's not going to be that long.
Scary.
For the amount of shit that I pulled out of my backpack and threw in the air, it's not going to be that long.
Well, just look at what we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years, and then where they're at right now. Even with the sex robots that you're talking about, and it's just amazing how they've improved in that. It's just crazy. And like we said, it's for all the the nerdy geeks who can't get a date, they're building these things for themselves, of course, and then they'll market them to the public.
These love robots.
We're gonna get
robots.
We're gonna get sex robots before we get war robots.
Well, Barn brought that up. He's like,
like it's gonna happen, dude. It's the world's oldest profession, dude.
Yeah,
exactly. Sex robots before war robots.
Sex, war, and then slave robots, right?
Yeah. I mean, are sex robots not slave robots?
Good point.
I mean, you can probably
excellent point right there. Yeah, but you're gonna have sex, then military. Then they'll come in and clean your fucking house for you.
Well, then the thing
do the toilet, dust, vacuum, shit like that.
Yeah, the thing that you skipped out on though is like if it's a sex robot and then it turns into a war robot, Marines are gonna have sex with it. I'm gonna tell you right now, like the first contact is gonna be a Marine having sex with another fucking race. It's just a thing. You gotta watch out for them. There's a reason why we're sequestered to different parts of the world. And even the Army, that's just the way it rolls out.
It's just gonna happen.
Yeah,
you're gonna find a way to have sex with it.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're very not you're not ingenuitive. You're not really forward thinking.
Yeah.
That's that like brings whole like race into it, and that's why I'm saying like Army, Marine Corps, Air Force, Navy. Nobody's racist. If you can have sex with it, doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what color it is.
Race right out of the fucking picture.
Doesn't matter what language.
Stainless steel, titanium. Yeah. Hey, I don't discriminate.
Soft place to land,
Right. Exactly.
Well, another question we had that I want to bring up to you is that obviously this is on everybody's mind with the robots, but once you teach it too much and it gets too smart, then it can
AI and everything too.
Yeah, and you're using AI and it starts to think for itself and then what?
Well, I mean, it's obviously learning, right? So
right.
Depending on how you treat it at that point, if your AI is that advanced, it's either going to hold you in high regard, or it's going to start to think about how to get rid of you or how to get rid of the situation that it's in, right?
Yeah.
So then you start thinking about like all these movies that come up.
Yeah.
So
it's foreshadowing, actually.
Yeah, you're foreshadowing, and it just treat your robots nice. Okay? Treat your robots nice.
And they'll treat you nice.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody breaks into your house, your robot's got your back. It's not gonna be me that's in my underwear naked throwing a spear. It's gonna be the robot that's throwing a spear.
Yeah, plausible deniability.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
It's still a mess to clean up, right. But the robot.
You have the robot, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
providing it's advanced enough after the sex and the military stuff, and then it finally can clean the house.
Well, if it's advanced enough after the sex, it's going to be able to clean up the spear, right? You know, it's
right.
Nobody's cleaning it up after that, but the robot. No. You have two jobs at that.
Why do you think I made you?
Yeah,
right.
Why, I didn't spend $20,000 for this for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it! Here's the Swiffer. Let's go.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing is, I think like AI, there's a time and a place. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Can we check it? After a certain point, we're not gonna be able to check it.
Right.
Because it's smarter than us.
Yeah, it's so fast learning. I mean, you can just basically download to it, and you know, how does it decipher? We were talking about too how you know, say in the one video, say how do you program it to tell the difference between you know, a dangerous person and a not dangerous person, and who to shoot at that point.
I know it's almost impossible.
If it has guns, yeah. I mean, that's it leaves the robot up to its own judgment, and that's a scary thing. You know what I mean?
If that's actually true, where it's
it starts coming into the era of, well, if it's one of our robots, and we've trained it to shoot other people, but then we're downrange and we have we've trained it to shoot people with beards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've trained it to shoot people that are wearing dresses, you know, man dresses, and then all of a sudden we're downrange and you have a special ops element that's got a bunch of beards on, wearing, you know, fancy hats and dresses.
Just trying to blend in maybe to there.
Yeah.
Can't fucking work. There's no distinguishing thing unless there is something like strobes or an infrared signature.
Or your little fob thing that might be in your pocket type of thing or something.
Right. Well, and even still, like to this day, like when we go do night ops, there's a strobe that goes on the back of your headlamp.
Yeah.
And
like infrared or something like that, or
it's infrared, but it strobes and nobody can see it except for Overwatch. So Overwatch can see exactly where you are when you're doing shit. So when it comes to robots and programming robots, there's really strong programming that it has to have if you're going to have it out there taking lives. And then you have the flip side of the coin where you have something else that is a artificial life form that's out there smoking people. So all of a sudden you have a whole different set of problems that are set up where it's not just helping you, it's out there and you have to set up rules for it. And then all of a sudden things start getting really, really wound together, and you don't know whether AI should be shooting people or not. And that's the biggest thing that I have a hard time with, and I think a lot of people have a hard time with, and it is you take the human element out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to shoot a kid. You're not going to shoot a pregnant mom. You're not going to shoot, you know, these certain pre-programmed things into humans. You're not going to do that. So you have these things, and you don't have a black and white battleground anymore. You don't have conventional war anymore, where it's like, okay, we're sending the robots in. We're going to send 5,000 robots in, and we're going to try and take out 10,000 of this element. It doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah.
And the conventional war stopped at World War II. Maybe the Korean War. That's Korean War. I will say that's where conventional war stopped. Because then we went to Vietnam, and Vietnam was not a conventional war, and unconditionally we did not do well. We lost that. We could have just absolutely just annihilated. We could have. We had the power. We had everything on our side that could have, but we left with our tails between our legs.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't live through it per se, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you have a lot of factors that you have to get into that. I just lost a light. You sack of shit. Anyway.
I'll edit that out.
Yeah, no, don't edit it out. Just leave it in. This is raw, real, uncut.
Oh, real.
Damn light.
I know. I've been fighting with this light for weeks. It's probably AI. This piece of shit.
Yeah, you start talking shit about AI, and then all of a sudden the light goes off.
Yeah, I got the dumb lights. Those are working.
Yeah.
But no, I really think that there's a whole lot more that goes into it than just taking a life when it comes to war.
Oh yeah, right.
And you can't just hype these things up like they're going to do it. Even our flying drones, are the big ones that can shoot missiles, drop bombs. They're still controlled by the human element.
By somebody, yeah.
Yeah, they're going on and off station,
right,
with somebody behind them. So, if we get into something like this, it's kind of like no holds bar.
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna do it, somebody else is gonna do it, and we've already sold the technology to China.
Yeah.
We've already sold it to Russia,
or they've stolen it. One of the two, or both.
Yeah, by stealing it, somebody in that company already sold it for a shit ton of money. They're gonna retire nicely.
Yeah, well, good for them.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I guess that's a scary thing. Like, I would hope that element is 50 years off, like I was saying. Hopefully it's not 10 years off, but hopefully it's used in a AI against AI situation. You know what I mean? I mean, if they're sending robots in, let's send our robots out. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge point, is when you take the human element of the snap judgment out of it, then it gets into really, really, really scary places.
What was that movie with Will Smith in it?
iRobot.
iRobot.
Yeah.
Yep. Right. Those are free thinking robots, and they're basically service robots, right?
Right.
But they gain a certain amount of autonomy, and they decide, nope, this part isn't good for us.
Right. Right.
And then you end up with Star Wars type ships dropping off a bunch of robots on the battlefield.
That's what I was imagining is just the thousands of Star Wars robots just running at you,
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be really pissed if there's fucking laser guns and laser swords.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do robots, you gotta do laser guns. We watched a video on the dog, the DigiDog, and
that Eric Adams has in New York City.
Yeah, they were thinking,
and Trump and his Mar-a-Lago, by the way, patrolling.
So they got patrolling DigiDogs, and if the DigiDog can't bite, I don't know if the DigiDog, is worth much unless it has like a laser on it or a taser on it or something like that. I think that would be a lot more scary.
Yeah, at this point, I'm more afraid of a Tamagotchi. That I've grown over the last couple of days, dying because I didn't feed it.
Oh,
you remember those Tamagotchis?
Yeah.
Little keychain characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen the robots patrolling Mar-a-Lago, but
we just had a video showing one. But yeah, you want to see it or?
Yeah, I would actually like to see that video, because if it was like the first one that I saw, it's not a thing.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I want to see it.
It's pretty good looking. I mean, it's not like. It's like a DigiDog.
Yeah, but if it's a Mar-a-Lago dog, it should have shot the guy close to the fence. That was,
right.
I think they got it because of the guy.
Okay, so that's a real one.
Yeah.
That's a legit one.
It's the one that they've got in New York that Eric Adams has with the NYPD now. That's yellow. This one's, white and red. Completely different.
That paint job's a paint job.
Hell yeah. But apparently they've got him patrolling, and I don't know. He's just surveillance. He's a moving camera, is what he is.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
That's like telling your Tesla to drive around,
right?
Until the battery's dead.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, if I want one. Yeah, if I had Trump money, I'd definitely have a DigiDog.
Yeah.
Just
who doesn't want one?
Is that what they're calling it? It's a DigiDog.
I don't know. That's the one that they were calling it in New York or whatever.
They call it DigiDog, and then it's what was the other name? Spot or something. Anyway, something.
Oh yeah, Spot.
Oh, Spot. Yeah, I've heard Spot. Yeah,
that's the one that Boston Dynamics was doing or something.
Yeah, I could go for one.
There you go.
Can it crack a beer and bring it to you?
I'm sure it could.
Like, you know, program it, right, to do anything.
You better be able to program it for how much money.
Yeah, you have to be. Yeah. Oh no, they said it was programmable. Oh no, that was the love.
That
doll.
was the sex doll where you can enhance.
You can program it from your iPhone.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Man, I came into a really weird spot.
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should be able to program it with your iPhone.
But you like it though, Al.
Yeah,
you're good. You like coming in a weird spot.
Yeah, I mean, if your dog or your sex doll can't crack a beer, like. Why the fuck? Why did you pay that much money?
Why am I even spending money on this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why?
You remember MySpace?
Oh yeah.
You know, so you could like put your top 8 in there. You could program your top 8 friends or 6 friends, and then you could put your music in, your background and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If these robots come out and you can't really put in your top 8. And you can't, and you can't like program what music you want it to have while it's smoking somebody. Like, why the fuck are we having that?
It's like, did we really develop this as much as we needed to?
Yeah. Underdevelopment.
Yeah, it's like building a Tesla, but you have no sound system in the car or satellite or something.
Yeah, it's like not being able to ride it back drunk and do karaoke.
Right. Like, dude, pick me up. I am drunk off my ass at the bar. Come pick me up and bring me home.
Best, dude.
What's the point? Like, if robots can't make our life better, and they're just running all over the green as a robot dog, fucking up the line,
put holes in the grass because their feet are still,
exactly. Like, it's a 500-pound robot.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I'm not a small man, but I'm not punching holes in the green when I walk on it.
You have a larger footprint.
Hey, let's cut real quick because I gotta piss. This is good. Give me like 3 minutes.
Here, I'll pause this. Then we'll come back and maybe talk about the car alarms, and then I got to get off here because I get back to the wife. So I'll pause over here. Oh, we do. So I'm trying to remember where we were. I'll edit this, but well, yeah, so the robots can be pretty scary, and I think that, we're jumping the gun, but we just wanted to show a couple things that could be possible, a couple things that are actual, and it's some scary shit that could be coming down the pike here, so we need to be careful, but they better learn how to clean, cook, fix the toilet, whatever, because this is bullshit.
I think the scariest robot to date is the Roomba.
Oh. The self-cleaning one?
Because all their programming goes back to one place, and they're just checking out your house.
Yeah, I think it's
they have it all mapped out.
I got it mapped out.
If you have
it's in there.
Yeah, if you have a 1 level, you're fucking dead.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Luckily, ours is a split level, so we'd have to have 2. So they can. We don't, but we'd have to have 2. Anyway,
now he's worried about the Roomba. He didn't think about the Roomba until
I'm not getting a Roomba now. Jeez.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Al, and giving your 2 cents on this, because I mean, it's really something to talk about, and it's something to be, I guess, not necessarily worried about yet, but it's something to question.
Well, and just to see the progress of the technology, how quickly it has advanced in the last few years is just mind-blowing. I mean, you see the snowboarder, you see the parkour robot, you see the Spot/DigiDog, and that's basic in compared to the other ones. But what blows my mind, Sex robots.
The sex robots.
You know what
Gotta
I'm
have
saying?
the sex robots.
It's gonna be a good time. People that are the young people are gonna be having sex with each other less and less.
Yeah,
And
because why
with
not? You have a
robots,
robot.
more and more.
Yeah.
Well, like
it's already something that's like worrisome, right?
Oh,
Because if you look at the numbers, we're already a declining nation.
Yep.
And so yeah, it's kind of a weird place to be in, but we have to like encourage young people to like bone more.
Right. Which
Which
you wouldn't think would be a hard thing to do, but yeah.
Yeah, like just putting them in the same room and having them talk is
Scary.
tough.
'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, everything's done online with the apps and stuff, you know.
Take their phone away so they can't text each other from like right next to each other. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing great. Ding. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Ding.
What happened?
That. Ding.
Taking a walk in the park and
Hey, sweetheart, how much does a penguin weigh? Enough to break the ice. You know? we gotta have more of that.
Oh.
We gotta have more of that. Less text messaging.
Yeah. Is it hot in here or is it just you?
I don't know. It could be.
Right.
There's a lot of booze and there's a lot of America in this room.
Well, we appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope you had a good time checking out the robots and check everything out later on. We want to also just mention that our good friend Al is with the Bearded Viking as well, and those guys are doing some awesome mead. We can bring up. Be rude. You want to tell a little about it? And I'll
creativeviking.com. There's plenty of meat to get. Go ahead and jump online, grab some. It's a little late to get delivery for Christmas, but you may be able to get some before New Year's. So beardedviking.com, grab a flavor, grab a case, grab whatever you want, and let's have some fun with it. Everybody can have some fun with that. You can grab merch on the site.
Absolutely. Look at those cool ass labels. Who did those?
Oh yeah, some guy. Some
dumbass did that shit.
Some rookie.
Rookie.
We got cool merch. We got great booze. Guys, go on. I think what are we at, Al? 46 states? 45 states?
We're around 46 states. And a few of those states you can get them at every store. So the merch is not in the stores. The booze is in the stores. The booze is important.
Booze is important. Almost as important as going to our Rude Barn shop. It's the rudebarn.etsy.com. Check out some of the stuff. We got some new hats and stuff like that in there. Some cool shirts. I got Question Authority, Question Everything, like the shirt I'm wearing. And some really cool stuff. Check it out. All proceeds go to help us put on a better and better show if we can. We really enjoy doing this. We don't get paid, so anything you guys can do to kind of help out would be awesome. Just a lot of fun stuff on there. Mugs, hats, t-shirts, laptop cases, you name it. Oh, hey, there's our good buddy Anthony the Fauci, Mr. Science himself. He's Alfred E. Newman, actually, because he looks just like him. And stuff like that. So check that out. We appreciate that. And we appreciate you stopping by. And don't forget to talk a little about VOC.
You want this now? Yeah, go ahead.
Send it. Yeah. Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys. Live show every Tuesday. We are on make or break. Doesn't really matter what's going on with the holidays. We've just found out that we're doing a live show tomorrow. It's a drinking show tomorrow.
Glass is ready.
And it is a drinking show on New Year's Eve because we picked the best day ever to do our podcast live. And it was Tuesdays. It's going to be the best podcast. We're going to run through the New Year's. We're going to run through the Christmas Eve.
Very strong podcast.
The best podcast ever. The greatest, most perfect podcast.
We're going to get nicked up. We're going to have all the nicotine. Tucker Carlson's nicotine. It's the best. We're going to have some whiskey. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to cut it down. But definitely everybody give the podcast a like, a share, and come see us. And we love to interact with everybody in the chat because it's a live show, so you never know where it's going to go. and
it goes all over the place.
It's a lot of fun. It really does.
That's cool.
It can be disastrous at some points,
Right.
but it's a fun time. We're all going through the disaster together.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yep. So do the same. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Really helps our channel grow. We're slowly starting to get out there a little bit more and more. Also, check us out on Rumble. We've got the videos I also post up there as well. And come join us for the next podcast. We appreciate you stopping by and hope you had fun looking at some robots. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks, Al, for stopping by. We'll see you guys all in the next one.
Cheers. Stay weird, weirdos.
Cheers, guys. See ya.